In this video, you're gonna watch me tear apart every single penny stock trade that my one-on-one student took. And I'm warning you right now, this is gonna be tough to watch. He's breaking rules, he's taking random setups, he's trading outside of his time frame, and that is exactly why he's losing money every single day. I've backtested over 2,500 plus breakout trades over the past 12 months to find what truly works in this market. And I've narrowed it down to 6 setups that have over a 70% plus win rate. This video is gonna show you what happens when you ignore the data and you start trading off of intuition and emotion. And 90% of you watching this trade the exact same way and you have nobody to hold you accountable. Look, if you're serious about trading, especially for those that have 5, 10, 15K plus in their portfolio, and you want true one-on-one accountability, you want a data-backed system that's backed by numbers and not by intuition, I am looking to take on a few more one-on-one students. I just had 3 new people sign up yesterday, so I'm gonna hit capacity soon. Do yourself a favor, click the link down below, send me a DM on IG or on Facebook, and I'll see if you guys are a good fit. Enjoy the video. What's up, brother? In this video, I gotta be very direct with you. I want nothing more than for you to be a profitable trader, for you to put yourself and your family in a better position. But right now, after reviewing your trades, you put in the chat that the 1 minute green light special isn't working for you. I went through and reviewed every single one of your trades, and right now you are trading like a complete madman. I have no idea what you are doing. You are not trading the green light special breakout whatsoever. I'm going to go through every single one of your trades and give you a complete trade review on if I would have took this trade, on what was good and ultimately what was bad, and just brace yourself. There's going to be a whole lot of bad in this video. But again, all of this is out of love because I want to see you win. I want to see you put yourself and your family in a better position. This is the feedback that you're going to need. So I'm going to be very direct with you. So just go ahead and be ready for that. Let's jump straight in. This is a piece of trading software. Here, I can see every single one of your trades that you've taken for the past 6, 7 days. So number one, first and foremost, let's start off with the very first trade. Ticker is going to be RILY. Now, I got a big question for you, man. When we went over the green light special breakout and I got you to take notes, at what time frame should we be trading the green light special breakout? From 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. EST, right? Which for you in Central Time is 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. EST. Well, let's take a look at the open time right here. The open time is 2:26 p.m. EST. Why are we taking this breakout on RILY at 2:26 p.m. EST, brother? When I told you this week, all I want to focus on is the green light special breakout, because I know if you're patient enough and you don't take all these other opportunities, right? This is the lady in the red dress that you saw all breakout. Oh, maybe I can make some money. And ultimately, you did end up making a little bit of money on this trade and you made $5 on it. But this was not even a green light special breakout. Let's dive into the chart. I really don't know what you were doing right here. So on the 5 minute time frame, I see the idea. Okay, so we have this high at 547. We finally break through right here at 2:25 p.m. EST. So, okay, if you were just trading a regular breakout like a regular trader and you didn't have access to my data, I would understand why you took this trade. But you have access to my data. So we know during this, we're going to zoom into the 1 minute time frame. So right here at 2:25 p.m. EST, we get a green candle, exactly what we want in the first candle. But you know, we wait one more minute for that extra confirmation. And we get a red candle right here. All right. So this isn't even a green light special. On top of that, you know that the market cap needs to be below 50 million. RILY has a $175 million market cap. It didn't break out as a green light special. Market cap is way too high. Why did we take this trade? Also, right here, if you take a look, I see you waited 30 more seconds. So I know what happened. You saw this red candle. You decided not to take it, but you wanted to jump in a trade because you wanted to make some money. You wanted to make up for your losses. 30 seconds into this candle, you see we're bouncing. You decide to enter because we're bouncing. And you got lucky. You made money on this trade. But I want to just jump into the stats really quick for you. This is the green light special breakout. If I just go through and I filter about $50 to $200 million with the free flow. I'm sorry, this is the wrong free. It wasn't free flow. It was market cap. Let me switch back over to market cap. Your win rate goes up a little bit, but you only got 65%. Overall, this isn't even a net profitable strategy. So if you continue to take those and go for 10% or go for 15%, it's not profitable. You have a 47% win rate. In no world should you ever take in RILY at 226. There were multiple things that were wrong with this trade. Number two, let's go down to the next trade, brother, because I want to break this down step by step. Next one is going to be EDHL. What are we doing in EDHL? This says it's still open, which means you still haven't closed your position. You entered this at 12:40 p.m. EST, and we still have an open position, which means we're holding something going into after hours here when you don't even have a stop loss. So if we take a look at EDHL, so EDHL, you entered at 12:40 p.m. EST. EDHL, let's dive into the 5 minute time frame right here. Now let's see exactly what you were looking at. Okay. So we have this high right here. Okay, great. But again, this is outside of 11 a.m. EST. So we're outside of our time frame again. If we take a look at the market cap is 14 million. That's fine. Free float is 8 million. That's fine. right? Profile is from Hong Kong, it's from China, so you got to know that this is gonna move fast, and it blows my mind you're still holding this one, especially it's from China. It's like you're asking to lose on this trade right here. So you enter at 1240. I see the idea. We're getting a breakout right here, but again, you have access to my data, so you know to switch over to the 1 minute time frame. So if we switch over to the 1 minute time frame and we take a look at 1240, this closed red. The first candle closed red and the next candle closed red. And if we just go into my dashboard, your win rate on that is going to be around 30%. And what's even worse, brother, is you're really trying to dig yourself a hole, because right now, from what I can see, you're still in this position, which means you entered up here, and currently right now you're down like 14, 15% on a trade that you should have never taken. This is ultimately going to be a loss for you unless you get lucky and this thing pops. And right now, it like literally has no volume. And what makes this even worse is this is a company from China that are known for pumping and dumping. So at any given time, this could just massively drop, because I told you beforehand in your onboarding that anything from China is going to move very fast. So my question for you is, why are we still holding EDHL? It doesn't make any sense. Now, for VERO is 100% a green light special breakout. This is the only trade that you should have taken today, and this is the only trade that should have been a loser. So EDHL breaks out right here. So this is the high. We break out right here at 10:05 a.m. EST, but funny enough, you missed the initial breakout on VERO, right? Because you opened at 10:45. We get the breakout right here at 10:05. So you end up missing out on the original breakout. You end up entering at 10:45 as we're starting to move up here. Then we get rejected at 286. Now I want to be very clear. If we zoom into the 1 minute time frame and we go to 10:05, we hit OK. We zoom in. This is the green light special breakout. 1 minute candle right here is trending green. Next 1 minute candle closes green. This is where we would have entered 100%. Boom. So right there, we get a 5% pop. That's not enough. Or actually, you would have been entering at the close of this candle. We pull back here, we try to bounce, and ultimately we get rejected. We make this move up to 286. If you would have entered at the right spot, which would have been right here, you would have been up around 8%. Not quite enough to get TP, which means ultimately this one would have turned into a loser if you would have played it correctly, because down here would have been your stop loss. Now, something I want you to keep in mind moving forward, and here's how you could have avoided this big loss. On the green light special breakout, any given time, if you see green on the 1 minute time frame, but then you zoom back out and you see the 5 minute candle ends up closing red, like in this example right here, then your win rate goes from 80% down to 50%. So most of the time when we get the green light special breakout, 90% of them are going green, and the 5 minute candle closes green as well. However, for the few where the 5 minute candle closes red, there's only about a 50% plus chance that it's going to go for at least 10%. So what we could have done in this situation is, instead of holding, we could have took a smaller loss than 20%. Now, this is a bit more advanced. This is something I'm going to continue to work on with you. However, I'm okay with this loss. I'm okay with you taking 20% loser on this one. At the end of the day, you got in late on this one. You shouldn't have been entering up here at 10:45. If we take a look at VERO, you entered at 270. The correct price for you to enter, if we zoom into the 1 minute time frame and we go back to that time, the correct spot for you to enter would have been right here at 265. So you end up getting in a little bit higher than you should have, but I'm 100% okay with you taking this loss, because that's a green light special breakout loser. It is what it is. It's going to happen. We're not going to win 100% of the time. Our win rate is going to stay around 75 to 80% of the time, which is fine. We can still be very profitable. So I'm okay with that. All right. It's the only trade thus far I'm okay with. Now, let's move over to AMCI. AMCI is a loss, and we lose 20% on this one as well. You enter this trade at 10:09 a.m. EST. So let's pull up AMCI. Switch over to the 5 minute time frame, and let's take a look. Right here, you entered at what time? At 10:09 a.m. EST. So let's bounce in here, and right here is 10:09 a.m. EST. So if we take a look at AMCI, brother, this was the high. We break out right here at 9:35. We get halted. Zoom into the 1 minute time frame, right? Let's go to 9:35. We get halted right here. In order for you to play a halt special, which I saw Casey in the chat, this is what he was trying to do. He wanted to play a halt special. For that to be true, this next 1 minute candle right here has to close green, which it did it and closed red. It took a massive poop. This isn't a green light special breakout. On a green light special breakout that halts, this next candle ends up closing green as well, because this is the 1 minute candle that closes into the halt. And then we need this next 1 minute candle to open and close green as well, but it didn't. So again, I don't know why we're taking this. And then you ended up taking it way over here. What time did we take the trade? We took the trade at 10:09. So if we go at 1009, I mean, I don't even know why you're buying at 1009, which is right here. You're buying this. Maybe thinking that it's going to break out again, I'm going to assume. But we already missed the first breakout. And I don't trade second breakouts. I only trade first breakouts. All of the data that I'm providing you in these dashboards, they're all based on the first breakout. So if we miss the first breakout, I have no data on the second breakout. I don't know if this is going to win 50, 60, 70% of the time because I only track the first breakout. So again, this is just a trade that shouldn't even be on your P&L. Like, we should not be in AMCI. This shouldn't be a $20 loss. The only trade that you should have taken today was VERO, and you'd be down only 20 bucks. Now, another question that I completely got for you, just going through today's trades. We got IVP right here, which is a loss, and you lost 35% on that. And you opened up this trade at 4:03 a.m. EST. So if we jump into this and we go to IVP, I mean, one, this is completely out of the time frame when I trade. It's from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. EST. So again, we're trading outside of our time frame. You buy this bad boy at 403. Not quite sure what we were going for right here. I mean, we get this pop, but ultimately this closes red. And then IVP just continues to fall down. And you actually don't even make the decision to sell IVP until 12:45 EST. So you bought here and then you finally decided to sell at 12:45, which was all the way over here, brother. 35%. If you want to be a profitable trader, you cannot hold these penny stocks down 35%, brother. Max loss has to be 20%. We can't make these type of mistakes. We can't afford to make these types of mistakes, right? IVP number one wasn't even a breakout. Number two, we traded at 4:05 a.m. Number three, we held it all the way down to 35%. If you want to be a profitable trader, you want to make this work for yourself and for your family, brother, you cannot do this. So out of all these trades that you've taken today, net for the day, if we go into the dashboard here and we take a look, you ended up losing $68 today. Instead, your P&L should have been red, but we should have been minus 20 today instead of minus 68. You took a lot of trades with too high of a market cap outside of your time frame. VERO was the only trade that you should have taken today. Okay. Now, if we jump into 12/15/2025, let's take a look at yesterday, right? So right here, we got AMCI. You open this up at 4:55 EST, and then you don't close this until, what time is that? 7:46. So you're trading this in after hours, and you lose 30% on this. Why are we trading in after hours, brother? That doesn't make any sense. And then AMCI right here, again, you open up at 421 and closed at 425. We lose 10%. You're again trading outside of the time frame that I'm teaching you. We got to learn how to be patient. Your number one problem right now, I can tell, is patience. You want to trade every little single thing that's moving. That's not how trading works, brother. If you can't have the discipline to wait for your setup and the patience to wait for your setup, you're going to get absolutely wrecked. All right. No matter, like, if you continue to trade like this, like, you're going to be an unprofitable trader. We got ARTV right here. You open this up at 301, closed it at 3012. You made 5%. Again, you're trading outside of the window. You open this up at 1247 and then closed it at 104. Again, you made 10%. You get a winner, but again, you're trading outside of the time frame from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Right? So why are we doing that? CLIM, same exact thing. Right? The only trade that you ended up taking us out of the time frame was ARTV at 10:51 a.m. EST. Right? So, I mean, like, I could continue to go through every single one of these trades, and I'm more than happy to do that. I think you get the gist of it. Right now, you are not following the green light special breakout. You are taking a ton of trades that you shouldn't be taking. You got to be patient. Let's go back to the basics. From 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. EST, market cap below 50 million, free float below 50 million, price below $20, preferably from the United States. And let's just focus on taking those trades and those trades only because that's what we have the data on. All right. If we can't get this first strategy right, brother, there's no way I can teach you 5 more. All right. We got to be focused. We got to just focus on this. You got to stop the bleeding. The best way to stop the bleeding moving forward is to take less trades and higher quality trades. All right. I know I gave you a lot of feedback on this one, and I'm going to be a bit more direct with you, but I want to see you succeed, brother. You can't keep trading like this. All right. Let me know what questions you got. Send me a direct message, and I'll talk to you soon.